Yo, I'm going to be showing you how to create virtual machine for kalilinux using virtualbox. Let's get started. So the first thing you do is to name your operating system. Let's give it Kali Linux. Then the type operating system type is Linux. And version Kali uses Debian operating system. I mean Debian architecture for its operating system. So here I'm going to be selecting Debian 64 because I'm running my VirtualBox on a Windows 10 64-bit operating system. Then you click next. Normally, the standard recommended memory for Kali is 2 gig, but here I'm going to be selecting 3 gig here because of the because my own personal requirement. So I'm gonna go next. This settings is okay. You know, you don't need to edit this. You're just gonna click create. Just leave this one as it is too. Next. The best choice here is dynamically allocated because it use much less space on your hard disk. You know, then you leave it at that and click on next. Here you're going to specify the amount of space you're going to use. You want to use for your Kali Linux operating system. So here I'm going to select. I'm going to type 65 gig here. You don't have to specify 65 gig. The standard hard disk space is 20 gig, but based on my personal requirements, I'm specifying 65 gig. You know, then you click on create. So now I have my Kali Linux operating system set up. So what next? Now that we've been able to add our virtual machine to the VirtualBox, the next step is to add the Kali ISO file that has been downloaded earlier to the VirtualBox for installation. To do this, we go to settings, and we'll go to storage. Here, this is we go storage here. Then we click on empty. And you can see the blue whatever here. You click on it. Then you click on choose a disk file. Of course, I've got my Kali Linux ISO file downloaded some on my desktop. So I'm just going to go to desktop and pick it up here. This is my Kali Linux ISO file. Open. Okay. Then you click start to install Kali Linux, the Kali Linux operating system on your virtual machine. So it's going to pick it up. You select startup disk. Click Kali Linux installer, your installer file, and click on start. Here you're going to select graphical install. Now we want to install our Kali Linux operating system on our virtual machine. Select the first option. Continue. United States. Continue. Continue. So we're going to wait for this while it installs. Here we're going to configure our network or name servers or whatever. Here you can just make up any name here. Use my host name. Just make up any name here. It doesn't really matter. User account. Then you create the password. So since we're setting this up on the entire disk, so you choose entire disk on the virtual machine that has been created. So this is the virtual machine that was created, the 65 gig virtual machine that was created on our virtualbox. You say continue, finish partition, continue, right away, yes, continue. And then we wait for it to install. All of the default selections below are okay. but I usually check every other ones. I usually check all the core elements and then uninstall. Continue. So now we're just gonna wait for it to install the selected core elements. So when it's done, then we'll continue. Now here we are. I guess this is the final stage. Yeah, we need to install the display manager that would provide graphical login capabilities for the Kali Linux operating system. So any of these three options can be selected. So I usually prefer the first one, which is JDM3. So I'm just going to click continue. Um, Now that the installation is complete, it's time to boot into our operating system. So we're just going to do that by clicking continue. Here we go. We're just going to log in with our password. And now we have our Kali running for the first time on virtualbox. As you can see, I also got my Windows 10 operating system running my system, and I got my Kali Linux operating system running virtual machine via virtualbox. That's it.